This is why I want conservatives to stop being nice. David Hogg can get your Fox show taken off air for a week. Why? Because you made the mistake of apologizing to him, and you should have known that he wasn't going to accept the apology. You should have known that he was going to double down. You should have known that he was going to go for your advertisers. It's just so mental. This is the deal you do when you take a Fox show, is you're going to have your press strategy, have your wings clipped, basically. It's a deal you do. It's like, I want bigger reach, but I can't really say what I mean. And I can't respond to things in a way that I know would be more effective. Because somebody at Fox has said, no, you got to apologize. Got to apologize. Can't call a kid whiny. Yes, you fucking can. And you especially can when they are like funded by the Giffords Foundation and having like their millions of dollars for marches and you know, goodness knows whatever else is going on behind the scenes. Constant fact of life being a conservative in America today is being shut down, having your avenues of revenue squeezed and throttled from you, being suffocated, being banned and excised from public life. This is something we are all experiencing. Support us if you can. You'll be able to enjoy an hour or so of me every day, Monday to Friday. Will be.
So, Katie Hopkins, thank you so much for joining us. What do you want to tackle first? I mean, just the incredible assault on free speech.
First up, Laura Ingraham. You know, one of the really important things is that you never apologize. Never apologize. It only encourages them. The minute you come out and say sorry, the first thing they're going to say back to you is, oh, well, your sorry was too late. Oh, your sorry was only sorry because now you're losing your sponsors. Your sorry wasn't good enough. If you thought about what you said, you wouldn't be sorry. So saying sorry never works. It's the worst strategy Fox could have adopted to try and protect her. And I think what we need to do more of is look for sponsors and commercial partners who are allies, who will stand with us no matter what our personal views are. I think it's disgusting that certain brands like TripAdvisor or Hulu or whatever have decided that in order to appease David Hogg, a small child, they will withdraw sponsorship from lovely Laura Ingraham, who's a fighter. She's a foster mother. She's a great woman. And I think these sponsors need to be targeted in the same way we did with Hannity and others to say, no, you are not going to decide the agenda here in this nation. You are just a corporate making money by selling products. Do what you do and sell your products and shut up.
You're absolutely right, but I happen to know the inside baseball on Fox and the coup they had with Ailes and then how they got rid of O'Reilly and how they're trying to get rid of Hannity. The Sons want to segue it into being more like CNN. They've said that. They're liberals. Look at Fox programming. The rest of it's very globalist. I mean, look what it does there in the UK. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But they want to act like these hosts are getting destroyed because of their own action, and they want to be able to intimidate their host to convince their audience to kind of do what Glenn Beck did and sell out. So that's the process is they want Fox News to basically kill itself, but they don't want to get the blame. And so that's why they have these corporate guys advise them to do something which they know, just like Tiger Woods apologizing, will destroy them. So Laura Ingraham is being marched in front of a firing squad by Fox. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're fine. I agree with you, absolutely, in fact. And many of the times that I've worked on various outlets, when I had my own radio show, you know, it's the most performing, best listened to commercial radio show. And then your bosses love the fact that you're the best performing show, that you have the most listeners. But the moment any kind of flashback happens, any kind of, you know, horror story, a tweet that I did that nobody liked, whatever, the bosses are so quick to run away to say, oh, no, we'll let her go. And I think that's it. This whole kind of media, the place we try and base ourselves, you and I, it lacks spine. It lacks backbone. It lacks the guys that employ you that say, I stand with her. These are her opinions. We've employed her for them. We're happy with her on the good days and we'll stand by her on the bad days. And we don't have enough platforms just like that.
Well, that's right. And there are a lot of good people at Fox, by the way. And I know you do some work with them. I'm sure you have your own inside baseball. It's just that is one way that Fox lost a bunch of its viewers about a year and a half ago. But they came back because Fox then got more hardcore again. And that's what the people want. And it's the truth. If you watch Tucker Carlson or watch you or anybody that's on Fox, it all makes perfect sense. And that's why people are watching.
I think Tucker is this kind of ray of light. He's kind of my hope. In all of the media landscape that we have, Tucker is my kind of inspiration for the sort of show that we know Americans want, and the British people would love a show like Tucker. You know, being on the other night with Mark Stein, with Jordan Peterson, I was
fine SAT score, but that's 100 points below the average at UCLA, so he wouldn't expect to get into UCLA. In any case, here's Allison Camerata and David Hogg, you know, making out on national TV, or, you know, her at least plastering her lips to his butt.
I think it's great that corporate America is standing with me and the rest of my friends, because when you come against any one of us, whether it be me or anybody else, you're coming against all of us. And I think it's important that we stand together as both corporate and civic America to take action against these people and show them that they cannot push us around, especially when all we're trying to do here is save lives.
Okay, well, that's all he's trying to do. Forget all the things that he said that are terrible about people, calling Dana Lash a murderer and someone who doesn't care about her children, and saying the same thing about Marco Rubio. And Allison Camerata just sitting there nodding through this whole thing. Corporate America is not standing with David Hogg. Corporate America is standing with non-controversy. And this is the truth about corporate America. They don't want controversy, which is understandable. If you run a business and you are selling a sleep aid and you are on a show and the show starts to become very controversial and suddenly your sleep aid is popping up in all the ads, you're afraid of the blowback. And so maybe you pull your advertisements. The left knows this, and that's why they're pushing it. And so David Hogg decides to push this even further. He says, listen, I understand that Laura Ingraham apologized to me, and I don't accept her apology, but she shouldn't just stop there. She should also apologize again on CNN, of course, on CNN. And then he says, you know what else? I would really appreciate if she would apologize to LeBron James. Why LeBron James? Okay, because a month before this shooting happened in Parkland, she said to LeBron James that he should shut up and dribble. We talked about it on the show. It wasn't something that I was fond of her saying. In fact, I criticized her saying it. But David Hogg is now going to be the apology police. He's the civility police. Right? This guy who goes around saying that you have blood on your hands if you disagree with him, this is Captain Civility now, according to the members of the mainstream media. Here he is explaining that Laura Ingraham should apologize to LeBron James, too, or something.
There have been multiple instances throughout Ingram's professional career where she's tried calling out people, for example, at Dartmouth University because of their sexual orientation, and she told LeBron James to shut up and dribble. I don't see any apology for those people. I mean, why? It's really sad. It's disturbing to know that somebody could cause...
Whatever. Okay, it's just absurd. Why should she apologize to David Hogg if he's not going to accept it? And then why is he calling on her to apologize to other people if he says the apologies mean nothing? None of this makes any sense, except in